Hey, we're going to be respectful today. If someone's up here talking, the crowd's not talking. If you're talking, I'm going to ask you to leave nicely. You all understand that?
Y'all help me keep Doug quiet.
Would you take just a moment to uncover and let's just bow before the Lord for a moment of silence, and then I'll close. Father, I thank you for your care and your love for all those that have assembled here today and all those that are on the way. God, I pray that you just continue to let your peace flow through the whole motorcycle community. Help us continue to join together. Help us, Lord, to continue to serve you the way we should. God, I pray that you just bless this gathering today. And I ask it in Jesus' name. And all God's people said,
Amen. Any me, you gonna come up and do roll?
I'm gonna steal this one here. I'm gonna steal one of these from here. Okay.
We know it's hot. We're gonna get through this as fast as we can, but we do got a few things to say.
All right, banditos, compañeros, escondidos, first class, alternative Waterloo, American Legion Riders number 55, American Legion Riders number 223, Cap City Icons, Baca Five Hills, Baca Hill Country, Baca Lost Pines, Baca San Bass, Baca Waco, Baca Highland Lakes, Baca Austin, Black and Arms,
Yep.
Booze Fighters number 50, Booze Fighters number 78, Booze Fighters number 98, Booze Fighters number 99, Booze Fighters number 100, Calaveras, Chupacabras, Combat Vets MA 23-7, Cycle Styles, Austin, Crossroads of Texas, Dark Horse, Dogs for Life, Dirty Knuckles, Distorted, okay, Forgotten Soldiers, Freemasons number 31, Freemasons number 84, oh, I'm sorry, Cap City Travelers, Freewheelers, Fire and Iron Station number 51. Fire and Iron Station number 84. Gears of Steel. Grim Guardians. Gypsy Del Valley. Gypsy Leander. All gypsies are bad. Hill Country Firefighters. Humpin' People. In Country. Iron Wolves. Latin Steel. Leathernecks.
I want to start by, Jason, you and your staff, thank you very much for having us out here. You'd be surprised how many people are scared to let us meet now. We have done nothing wrong, but we are persecuted everywhere we go at this minute. You see this table? This is for the people that should be here that can't be here. They're here, they're not forgotten. They wasn't on our roll call because they won't let them be here. That's not right. Because they say we carry weapons. Do you have your weapons on you? I do. I brought my weapons today. I have my Bible and I have my Constitution. I'm not playing anymore. You guys have known me for years. I'm pissed. I'm mad. I'm upset. I had to go see a doctor. First time in my life, I'm on something to keep me calm. Me calm. I'm too much for my family to handle right now. I'm so upset. This sucks. We have brothers, we have sisters that were persecuted for being there to fight for their rights. We did nothing wrong. Do not reach in your pocket and fall for these fucking lawyers' bullshit about giving me 10 grand, I'm gonna make sure you're okay. And if you don't go to court, that's all it's gonna cost you. It ain't costing you a fucking dime. You did nothing wrong. Don't give them lawyers nothing. We paid to get you out of jail. That's it. It should go away. For 85% of the people, it should go away. The rest of them will fight for them when it's time. We did nothing wrong. We were attacked. The police. Don't get me started. They knew there was a problem potential. How many of y'all got a phone call and warned y'all about it? Who warned y'all that there's going to be a problem? Why did they not call us and warn us? Why did they not stop them guys when they come in? I've got a lot of questions for them. The way this is going to go down, they're hurting. They fucked up. Their investigation sucks. The police panicked. It might have been a fight between two, this, that, but they panicked. They went crazy. They've got a lot of answering to do. Whether they're right or wrong, the God upstairs knows, and they know in their hearts. Whether the judicial system finds them guilty and makes them pay for what they've done, I can't guarantee that'll happen. Because I've seen things in the last 2 months that I thought I'd never see as an American citizen. Arrested for pulling in a parking lot. What's going on? You're under arrest. Where is that right? Being a bandito, I've seen some terrible things in the last 2 months. Do you know if you're a bandito, you have no fucking rights? Just because you wear this patch, I have no rights. If I go to Waco, Texas, on my motorcycle, I will be arrested for a terroristic threat. I was told that. I have been to Waco, Texas in a suit and tie with my hair back with the lawyers, and they didn't even know who the fuck I was. That's how fucking fucked up they are up there. They spend a lot of money, people. These monitors, these people on non-association, I feel very sorry for them. Our own dear one wire, Paul, our right hand, Paul. They can't come around us. You citizens, you guys in Soldiers for Jesus, you can talk to them. Call them. They're looking for friends to reach out to them. If you're in a motorcycle club and you're not a 501c, you cannot talk to them. Do not call them. But they're looking for reaching out. They're looking for answers. We're all looking for answers. There is no answers right now. Right now, everybody needs to hold steady. We've done spent as much money as we want to on the lawyers. Got them out there. We know what's going on. We're on top of our game. It's time for them to get their game together. Let's fight this. Enough said about Waco. It's fucked up. It's going to stay fucked up. Region 1, they've asked us every month, why can't y'all come and travel? Why do we always have to go to Austin? Well, that's why. We can guarantee you safety here. We don't have that bullshit here. The police department here is not going to come here and gather up against us. How many cops you see out in the parking lot? We have respect. We do not like police officers in general, but we have respect. We're not ignorant. And if you are, you're in the wrong crowd. Because this is a very, very respectful crowd. We respect everybody, no matter what you do or what you are. That shit went out years ago. What we're going to do now is we're going to gear up. All they did was piss us off. We're going to gear up. We're going to fight. Our Senate bill, they say we're not doing nothing. Our bill went through while we were sitting there fighting in court. 574 passed. Our state the governor signed it. We're such bad motherfuckers. How much more you want to get into? Look at our fucking helmet bill. 1967. We wrote the language. Don't tell me we're not fucking doing our job. Don't tell me we're a bunch of thugs out here starting trouble and looking to go up there and police the area. I don't give a fuck about that Texas rocker, and I'm a bandit. Every fucking cop club out there's got it on. I'm not going to die or put my people in jeopardy over it. If I thought there was a problem, I'd have had 500, 600 bandits sitting there, and we'd have just bumped heads, and there'd been no problem. We didn't expect a problem. That was shame on them for not treating us like American citizens and telling us there was a problem. Right. Shame on them letting it get where it did before they reacted. Shame on them putting a bunch of rookies out there with automatic fire and going crazy. Shame on them not being professional enough not to panic. Shame on us for putting people like that in power. It's time we fix it. Because it's shame on us. We're the ones that let the government do what they're doing. Our generation sit back, I'm not spanking my child. Come here, moon cricket, whatever. Our parents were too strict on us, so we went fucking the opposite way. Look what we're paying now. Yeah. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Grandpa. I should have listened more. Should have beat the shit out of my child. Fuck CPS. This country needs to be taken back. This country needs to be fought for once again. We need more rights for everybody, not for bikers, for everybody. I am so sick of being persecuted when I go down the road now. I'm going down I-35 and grandmas are locking their door. Do you think I'm going to jump off my bike and attack you? I paid 25 grand for this bike. We're not criminals, we're bikers. We didn't do Waco, they did. The people of Waco, Central Texas, has been asking us for 6 months, why can't we have a meeting there? They're getting persecuted everywhere they can. That little motorcycle club's coming up to you, the With Us or Nobody. No COC up here. All we did was try to have a COC and give them a little bit of the rights they deserve. And we were attacked. We're standing strong. What they've done is they've poked a giant. They've woke us up. The COC across the nation is stronger now than it's ever been. We are standing firm. Every motorcycle club out there, except for the one, is standing with us. We had every 1% club represented at our brother's funeral. We've got respect. We've got attention. Now let's use it. Now comes the crazy shit. Let's take this and use it. Let's take this and learn from it. Let's get out here and learn what we did. Let's don't show up at a meeting with a fucking Uzi. Let's don't show up armed to the teeth. Let's show up with our real weapons. Let's let them know what we're about. No more guns, no more knives, Bibles and Constitution, and let's fucking win. Motherfucker gets in your face, knock him the fuck out. Wake him up and taught him what he did wrong. You don't fucking snuff him out and it's over. How do you tame James? You knock him out, you wake him up and teach him what he did wrong and change his ways. You don't kill everybody. You don't go shooting innocent people. A couple pulling into the parking lot. Opens the door and says, what's going on here? Shut up, lay down. Shut up and lay down. This is a man and a wife coming to eat. Okay, they shut up and lay down. 8 hours later, they're arrested for being part of it. What'd they do wrong? Not a damn thing. What'd you do wrong? Nothing. You fought for your rights. You was there to fight for your rights. The biggest coalition meeting of the year just happened 7 days before that in Denver. We made some progress. We had Dallas coming down. We had San Antonio coming up. We had Longview coming over. We had Tyler coming over because I was going to speak one time only about what we did. I really don't give a fuck what we did anymore. I'm just to the point where now I just want to beat the shit out of Texas. I want Texas back. I want Texas back for you. I want Texas back for me. I want Texas back for my grandkids. I want some rights. I see something that I've never seen in my life. This little town called Wacko, Fucko, can do whatever they want. And the federal government is sitting there saying, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. Well, why ain't they doing something to them? Why haven't they been told to stop this now? Why haven't this ankle bracelet and this main charge of RICO, state RICO, been dropped? We was not associating in a crime. We never said go up there and attack anybody. We said go up there and we're going to talk to you about your rights. Where are we doing anything wrong? Can y'all help me understand that? I don't. I know you don't. I'm proud of every one of y'all for getting on your motorcycles and coming out here today. It shows me where your hearts are. Shows me where your ass is too, because it's right here. And it's hot. It's miserable. You ought to be up here with these lights shining on you. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I wonder how mad Jason's gonna get at me. I break these damn things. We'll figure that out. He's known me a long time. But we're not gonna put up with this no more. We're not gonna go here. We had some more rights we want to fight. We want to fight for the profiling right, our bill. We got a year and a half before we go back to Senate again. It's time for us to gear up on that. It's time for us to put a committee together and watch how they're going to spend this money we just got back. It's not over just by winning. We got to watch what they do with it now. All right, they got us peas. We won. Watch how many tables come underneath and flags fly on that. Well, we got a flag down here that you get all the money except for 95% of it we're going to send over to here. We got to watch for that shit now. It's coming. That's a lot of damn money. They just got to re-budget. They got to reset their budget now because 17 million ain't going to go in it. They're going to try to figure a back door. This is our government. This is the people that we put in there. This is the people that we quit watching. You ever see three little boys go in the store and mama gives one the money and tells them, now you go make sure everybody's fine, and tells everybody you don't need to know how much money there's in there. Your brother's got it. Hang it. Well, he comes back with a lollipop, the other two got a piece of gum because that's all they could afford. Now, how'd that work out? We created that in our government. We've created that in our cities. Nobody watches the hands no more. That's why we keep such a good eye on every penny that comes in ours. Not to keep me honest, to keep all of us honest. No temptations. 3 or 4 people see every penny that comes in. 3 or 4 people see every penny that goes out. It keeps us honest. It keeps us, when we go to bed at night, we don't doubt each other because we know how honest it is. It's the way we give away our bike every year. We give a bike away for the defenders every year. We started that because all the rumors about, oh, you know who's going to win it. They've already got it picked. Well, there's no way to pick it the way we do it. We started doing things for us. I don't know how many of y'all are proud, but I've been abandoned a long fucking time. This is not normal. This is something, a new wave era, to have this many people in here fighting for the same thing, and we love and respect each other. There's not a one of y'all I wouldn't do something for, but there's not a one of y'all I wouldn't do something to either. Same way. Love and respect goes both ways. You love me and respect me, I'll show you the love and respect back. Well, I'm not talking about Beth. Yeah, not now anyway. But these guys that come up here, your U.S. Defenders program, these guys work for you. These guys do everything for you. They don't get paid. We get brothers, and we get sisters, and we get people out in different areas. You'll get a bad apple every once in a while. Go, well, so-and-so gets paid, or he wouldn't do that. Pays all his damn bills off our money. Well, anybody that wants to get up and take one of these people's jobs and get out there and work your ass off for the maybe $5,000 you could probably maybe get away with in a year. I doubt it. You're probably gonna get caught and get fucked up. But you want that $5,000 that bad? Come volunteer. I'll help you get it. You're gonna probably get fucked up. You guys remember how we took this COC back? Had a little damn secretary named Andre. We told him we want to see the books. Bright little guy, he kept books. He kept them. Every penny he stole, he wrote down. I couldn't understand it. An honest thief. We added it up. It came to $8,500. 7-Eleven, diapers, milk, whatever he spent it on, gas. Couldn't explain to Texas where it went. All right, you got 24 hours to pay us back and get out of Texas. We don't want to deal with you. We're nice. 24 hours, he couldn't pay. The kid had receipts. He just finished building a $25,000 show bike. He gave it to us. I don't know if he wanted to or not, but he gave it to us. We sold it to Bud's motorcycle shop for $8,500. We didn't make one fucking penny on it. Bud, being Bud like he is, sold it the next day to Kenny Maddox for $14,500 and made him a quick penny. But we did the right thing. We put our COC back whole and we kept going. And we've been whole, and we've been honest, and we've been that firm ever since. We don't worry about money now. Now we got to worry about people taking our rights. We've got our money going in the right directions. $160,000 put into the Save the Patch. 60,000 of that came from Texas, at least. And I'm probably way low on that. $45,000 to fight the Waco Fund from COC, new people, and donations across Texas. Give yourself a hand. $45,000. We're not just paying lawyers. We're not just paying to get advice. We're paying to help families out. If you have a family in need, and you have a family that has bills they cannot pay because of this shit, you need to get up with Frank, you need to get up with Louie, because they're standing by with money that's in a kitty waiting on you. You're the guy we're looking for. We want everybody. We want to help every family. If you need help, call me. I'm not hurting. I'll give you half of what I got in my pocket. We'll get through this. But if you sit there by yourself and you go under, you don't have the right to bitch at everybody and tell them how nobody helped you. Because we're offering. Here we are. Right here. There's people here that will give you the shirt off their back. I'll sell a ring. I'll pawn a motorcycle. I got a 94 FXR out here. It's charity. I want $7,500 for it. I'll give you $1,000 of that. I want to help. Everybody wants to help, but we can't help if you don't come forward. Pride's a terrible thing. Pride's worse than stupidity. It keeps people down. It's taking motorcycle clubs out. It's taking people out. Pride is the worst enemy you'll ever have. You get rid of pride, take a little humility, stand up, and you'll see what brotherhood and sisterhood really is all about, because we're here. I don't care what club you're in. I don't care what nationality you're in. All I care is that you're in this room and you're my brother or you're my sister. You're fighting for COC. You're part of it. COC&I. That means independence too. People across the nation want to know, why did Texas open up to independence? Why not? We're motorcycle clubs. We're tired of being discriminated against. Who are we to discriminate against anybody? How can we do that? We don't want it, so we sure ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna let a couple of guys stand up and say a couple of words. I've talked to y'all enough. If y'all can tell, I'm passionate with this. I'm upset. I don't even know how to explain anymore. They took me on a vacation to try to get me to calm down. All I did was stay on the phone with lawyers. It happens. But I did catch some fish. Yeah, I took my son-in-law. Y'all know Doug's my son-in-law.
Yeah.
Brave guy. Good son-in-law. If everybody had a son-in-law like I do, we'd change the name. Everybody loved their son-in-laws. All right, I'm gonna bring up a couple of chairmen from other spots. Anybody from San Antonio out there? I didn't think so. Houston. The only two I got up here right now is El Paso. You want to say something, Smiley?
Yeah.
Come up.
This man isn't the only one here that has passion. We all should have the passion to hold true our rights. No one's going to stick up for ourselves but us. We need to hold together and educate the people that don't understand, the sheeple that believe what they read and what they hear. We need to let people know. It's not just like Jimmy said, knock them out and leave them on the ground. You got to hand them back up. You got to tell them what they did wrong so they don't do it again. You just don't want to keep on knocking the guy down. It's the education. The thing of it is that this is a good thing. This is how many people we see in West Texas. This is happening all over the country. And it's because of the passion that you guys share. When your club name is called, say it loud and proud.
Yeah.
And it started here. That's right, it started here. First name out, Bandito. Bandito, here! Have the pride. Have the cojones to stand up for what you believe in. Do the right thing. Follow the example that people are leading you to. That they're educating you to go out and spread the word to the people that you know, to the people in your club, to your relatives, to the people who will listen. Anybody that will listen. I'll grab anybody who will listen to me. Anyway, it's good to see y'all here.
This next guy's got a big region up here, Dallas, Fort Worth. If y'all don't know, they had quite a few of their brothers down in this too. They've been fighting hard up there. They've been raising a lot of money. They've been kicking ass. They got their hands full just like we do.
Thank you, Jimmy. I'm a pretty passionate guy too. And I sit there listening to Jimmy and all I can think about is we the people. We the people have the right to peacefully assemble anywhere in this country, do we not? Say it, we the people. We the people. Right on. And I've had the privilege to be a COC chairman now for around a year, I think. And I've held meetings every other month. And I've seen it. I've moved mine around to different clubhouses and different clubs. They've been very appreciative. The people love that. I mean, I got so much in me to tell you, but we do that and we do it for a reason because I believe in peace in the valley. And I'm trying to spread that word. Income, he mentioned that. I saw it up there in that room. Lots of clubs from all across the country. I think the message was, clean your club up. You got pilgrims in that club, get them out. You don't need law enforcement barking down your neck at this time. Another thing, I went out, we've collected money up there for those families in their own non-association. I went out of uniform, that's for sure, and helped deliver some of that money. I've been in some of those homes. I've seen those children. And like Jimmy said, half my money in my pocket right now, I've got a bucket right here. And I tell you, when I looked in a refrigerator and I saw nothing but an onion and 7 kids in that house,
and cases of water that were stacked up. That's all they could afford. There was no milk in that room or in that refrigerator. But hey, the money we gave them helped them get past that. We helped them find jobs. We've been doing that. We've been giving references. And like Jimmy said, half the money in your pocket, I want to challenge everybody in this room. I'm going to put up $200. I think I got $350 or so, but I'm going to put up $200 of my personal money in this bucket right here in front of me. Bill, somebody help me here. And I challenge every chapter in here to at least match $100 of that. Give something. Come up here now. Come to this table and help these victims. I'll give you recognition right here. You come here and let me see that back patch, and we'll say it. Don't be afraid, because this is going to go to Region 1 victims down here. A lot of people have been hurt. A lot of people have been touched. What's your name, brother? Turn around. Let me see that. That's $100. Put it right. Scrapping. Thank you, sir. Calaveras. Open airs. $100. Come on up. Here's another 100 right here. I don't want to sound like a Baptist preacher, but I got a little in me. I'll be here all night if I have to. Come on, turn around. Calaveras, love you. Hey, mate. Good seeing you. Risen Dead, know those guys. Renatus, thank you. Thank you. Honor Bound. Hey, they're big up there at DFW. So is In Country. Seen those guys that have been at Harker Heights. I want to thank those in-country veterans. Come on up here, in-country. I want to talk to you. Oh. My thing briefly, I want to say, in-country, some of their brothers was in there. I know that. And one of our brothers, one of my future brothers, helped them guys out. They didn't have hamburgers. They got 4 hamburgers in that room that day. I was told that story. They wanted to know who did that. This guy came to me at Harker Heights and asked me, describe the guy. He's a nomad. All right? And he gave his food up. He told the Red and Gold brothers, feed these guys right here. So they gave their food up to them. So I do thank you for that, sir. Appreciate you guys.
Here's a man that was standing in the back parking lot by the dumpsters doing nothing wrong but got shot. Listen to him.
Well, we rolled up there, wasn't expecting any trouble. Kind of got back in there a little ways, heard that first shot, turned around, tried to get out of the way, caught one in the side, went around behind the place. There was a booze fighter back there, booze fighter Yoda. Took care.
That's where we're going with this story. Yoda, where you at? Come here.
Thank you, guys. Booze fighters, thank you.
Thank you, Willie. Thank you. Come up here, Yoda. I want you guys to meet this man. Not just see him, I want you to meet him. This is Yoda. This is the booze fighter that's in the news that you keep seeing all friendly with them Cossacks. That's why I want y'all to see him. I'm proud of him. This man is a medic. This man was taking care of everybody. He didn't care what you looked like, what you wore, what you did. He took an oath. I'd be proud to have him there with me anytime, any place. Congratulations. Thank you for what you did. And we need more like you. Now that's called giving till it hurts. Thank you, Willie. Thank you. That's called giving till it hurts. If it hurts now, stick around a minute. Louis Knobs, speaking of money. Come here, Louis. This man fights for everybody. He gets in prisons in places that we can't get nobody else in there to speak to brothers and sisters. When you're in jail, this will be one of your best friends, because he can get in just about any jail out there. He will come in. You're going to listen to a little sermon about God. That won't hurt some of you guys. You probably didn't get enough of it when you was young. And those that got too much, use some of it.
Actually, and that unit down here was kind of tough. It was a battle to get in there. I just didn't get in there. And I still have some other brothers like Frank who are trying to get in there, and they're doing all they can to not allow that to happen. But they lost their battle with me because I know where to go to get in. And so it's a federal law that they can't stop, especially some little jail like that. I'm a soft-spoken guy, so my wife tells me to talk louder all the time. But and I ain't gonna say about who I am, what club I am, because what I'm doing right now with this Waco deal is through the MRT, and that's something that we started, about 5 years ago. It's a motorcycle resource team. Now, I'm going to take a lot of time, but I need to give you the whole story so you know what we're doing. Our mission statement is the purpose of an Ancon Christian Unity Motorcycle Resource Team is to provide ununified response to the needs of the biker community within their COC area region with effective and credible service. Okay? And we're sticking by that now, the way we're doing this. We've been putting on a few thousand miles a week. There's really 5 of us, Frank, 1, Dwayne, Preacher, Billy, and myself. We're not all from the same club, but we're all serving the same purpose. And we all serve the same God. And so we're doing all that on our time. We ain't using anything that we're bringing in to do any of that traveling with. But we're going around and we're meeting people and places, families, to distribute. The way we're doing it is we've been just taking donations. Like last week they did a run in Houston. Red and Gold Sport Club did. They handed us $6,000 after they were done with their deal. And it's happened a few times. And what we've been doing is we use a church, Shield of Faith, is who the checks get made out to and where all the money goes. That way we're not really responsible for it. And the way it happens is they get the money, we go up there and say we want $4,000 in Walmart credit cards, gift cards. So we turn it into gift cards, and we go around to whatever families contact us, and we give them those gift cards for whatever they need to use it for. But they got to fill out the papers because we want to keep ourselves accountable, who they are, what we gave them, so we can give it back to that church so that church knows that we're doing the right thing with the money. And so we're keeping the whole thing accountable. And that saying about, we're watching every dime, well, we're watching every penny. We're making sure that every penny goes to where it's supposed to go to. And we, the things that really got to me was, this disabled guys contacted us. He's got a monitor on. He's got to pay a bondsman $500. He's got $350 on that monitor. And he's getting $1,200 and some odd dollars a month. So you do the math. What's he left with? Nothing. So we're helping feed guys like that, and if we have to, we'll do it more than once, and we'll keep this going as long as we need to. And it's been working, and we appreciate the motorcycle community. I'm kind of like Jimmy. The Lord tells me, that I gotta love everybody, but there's some I just like, but I do that. But we got these deals on the back table back here. Some of them were donated to us, but they're Remember Waco patches. One of them has 9 crosses on it. The other just has a motorcycle. It says Remember Waco. It's got the date. It says United We Stand. And then we got some decals also. And all the money's going to go right back into that same pot. People have donated stuff to us to go ahead and sell to raise money. And so that's been a blessing for us to be able to do that. And I could go on and on, but here's our newsletter that's back there on the table. It'll tell you everything we've done to date, day by day. And before I leave, I'm going to tell you one story. I met a couple at a Denny's in Waco. And I won't give you no names, but they got 4 kids. And they come in there, and, you know, and bikers got a lot of pride, you know, and people don't want to have to ask for anything. But, you know, they were on bottom. That was it. And so I gave them some cards, some gas cards, and some food cards. And that little girl there, this was the turning point for me. She was calling Mr. Louis through the whole deal. She said, "Thank you, Mr. Louis. We're going to go to Walmart after this, and we're going to get some food." And, you know, after that, for me, that was the whole mission right there. That was it for me. And I've just been going and not even asking why. Thanks for your time, man.
Thank you, Lord. That's been the heartbreak of all this. Is these little kids come up to you, "You get my daddy out? You get my mama out? Thank you. Thank you very much." Yep. We ain't done shit except what we are supposed to do. We stick together. Speaking of COC, been a lot of trash talk on COC. A lot of putting COC down on different ways on Richard Lester. What Bill Smith does for you, what they do for you. Do you know the first 4 days of this, we could not find out anything if it wasn't for COC sending lawyers in there. They've sent every penny that they've spent sending lawyers in there, going in there and talking to Paul, going in there talking to One Wire, talking to some of these others just to see if they're okay. Richard did that. He was our first responder. This would not exist without him. I would not be here for y'all without him. The Banditos would still be like they were. They changed me. They showed me that there is rights being taken away from everybody, and it takes somebody like me to get you to understand. Because not everybody can get everybody to follow them. Not everybody can get everybody to listen. I have a gift. Y'all listen to me. It was meant to be, like they were meant to be. On that note, I want to bring up one that we couldn't do it in Texas without. The reason Texas is strong, large, and in charge is because of our lawyer. No matter what we ask of him, he don't say that might get me in trouble. He don't say that's going to cost me money in my gas. He don't ask me anything. He tells me, "Do you need it right now?" And he drops whatever he's doing, and he gets there. His business, for the first week of Waco, his business fell quite a bit probably because I kept him. He didn't get away. They want to interview me, not without Bill there. They want to talk to me about something, they need a lawyer's advice, it's Bill. Bill has done everything for us. He is our biker. He is our lawyer. He is our brother. Bill.
Right on. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it was quite a hectic week. Still is pretty busy. You know, one thing, it's really good to look out and see this large crowd. Right after Waco, a lot of folks were saying, "I don't know if I want to be involved with COC, it's trouble," and everything else. But I've been to a lot of COC meetings in Texas since then, whether it's DFW, West Texas, San Antonio, whatever. And I see more enthusiasm. I see more focus. I see more energy, that y'all understand that we've been doing this, Jimmy's been doing this, the board's been doing this for many years. And while it's unfortunate it took an event like Waco to bring everyone together to really unite and to be strong and to assert their rights, at least maybe something good will come of it. And I anticipate that the COCs will get stronger, they'll get more bold, they'll get more done, we'll have more members, and we'll be a much larger force to deal with in the state of Texas. And if other states follow our lead, which they have done, that it will increase across the United States. So I applaud everyone for being here, not being scared, refusing to put down their colors. I think everyone, you need to applaud and appraise yourself. Give everyone a round of applause. And in that regard, we still have battles. For example, income, a lot of it was taken up with the Save the Patch Fund and what's going on. The Mongols were supposed to go to trial in June. It's been pushed off. They had a change of judge. So I see the tide turning. The former judge was clearly hostile to the Mongols' position, and there have been some motions filed. Finally, the judge said, I've had enough, I'll let somebody else handle this, I don't want to be accused of being partial. So they've got a new judge, a new schedule, and in light of Waco, this is extremely important. Now, there's been nothing happening in Texas to take away anyone's patches, but if there's a victory in California, we can see that it could be used in other places, and possibly even in Texas. That's why it's so important to stay strong, stay together, stay focused, high energy in order to fight the battle. On a more local level, some people have been pulled over, dogs, that sort of thing. You need to really video record your stops. It's very important. With the heightened scrutiny of anyone who wears a patch, I mean, they're looking for things. As Jimmy said, he goes through Waco on his bike, he's going to get arrested. You got to have a video recording. We've seen over the last many months what a video recording can do about changing the conversation and enforcing someone's rights. You have an absolute right, while law enforcement is in public, to record their activities. They may tell you to move back, move to the side, don't interfere. You can't interfere, but you can record. Find a spot and record, because it will only help. It won't hurt you unless you do something really stupid. But assuming that you don't, it's going to help you down the road. For example, the Supreme Court recently said that you can't delay a person on the side of the road to call a dog. If they stop you for a traffic violation, once that is ended, they can't hold you and wait for a dog. You got to record all of that. So you have a timestamp, you know what's going on, and you can enforce your rights, because more and more people wearing patches are getting stopped, harassed, and in some cases arrested over bullshit. You need to record those stops to enforce your rights. Just a couple of other issues. As you know, we hired a retired Texas Ranger to investigate. This is what we've done as AIM lawyers and COCs to get to the bottom and get to the truth. We've heard so many stories, so many lies, so much bullshit coming out of Waco that we obviously don't trust them, and we want an independent investigation. So our investigator has been working, he's been interviewing people, he's been looking at videotapes, trying to identify people in videotapes, and those sorts of things. And it's very costly, but it's well worth it, because at least we can get to the truth and at some point use it to enforce the rights of bikers in Waco for civil rights violations. As you know, most of them, the vast majority of people there, were there for the meeting and the meeting alone. They got caught up in it while they were pulling in the parking lot. There was one, I believe, a leatherneck that was sitting having lunch in Don Carlos when the shooting started. He sat, waited for it to stop. Police came in and arrested him on the same charge as everybody else. And he was just sitting there having lunch. He was engaged in organized criminal activity. And he had a bond of $1 million. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. So we've hired the investigator. He's working. As I said, he's been interviewing people. And I also want to ask if you or anyone you know have any information, you saw anything, you witnessed anything, you heard anything that might be important, might be relevant, please let us know. Also, just so you'll know, he's going to keep everything confidential. Your name will not be released. In his final report, we've arranged it so that there will be no names in it. There will only be a number, and I'm the only one that's going to have the identity of that person. So that, he's going to know it, of course, but in his report, he will not have a master list of people he's talked to. He'll identify them in a certain way, but no one's name is going to be released. So if you have anyone that knows anything, may have heard something, let me know. I've got a link on my website. Email me your name, the name of someone, or whoever I need to talk to get permission to talk to them, because it's going to be very important. We want something as thorough as possible, and only with the help of everyone who witnessed it, saw it, know somebody, can we get to the bottom of it. Also, when you're out and about, I've got some rights cards. If you do get stopped, you can hand this to the officer or read it. It tells them about your rights, that you know your rights, and you're going to assert your rights. That's one of the things you must do. Even though you may have certain rights, if you don't assert them, you've waived them. You've given them up. So this will help you in a stop to know what your rights are and to assert them. And as I said, if you get stopped, they want to keep you, ask them if you're free to leave. If not, are you under arrest? Why are you being detained? He gave you the ticket? Why can't I leave? So assert your rights. Lastly, when you are traveling, the AIM lawyers have this app. You can download it to your phone, iPhone, Android. Locates the closest hospital, shop, road conditions, motorcycle towing, a lot more. And we have put together this Riders' Rights and Civil Liberties book. I do not have enough for everyone, believe me. I don't even have enough for every club. They're going like crazy, and we're trying to print more. So the first clubs that come up after the meeting, each club, I'll be happy to give you a book until they run out. And obviously I'm going to try to get a bunch more and bring them to the meeting, because I think this is important and something that everyone should have available to them, even if they don't keep it in their saddlebag, have it at the clubhouse or what have you. So we're here to help you. If you have any questions, need anything, I'll be here after the meeting. Again, if you know anyone that has been involved in Waco or knows someone who's been involved, get me the information so at least we can determine if they have any information that will help us. Thank you.
Also, any of you that were involved and were there and that's out on bond, or that's shot, or that needs any help, before you go talk to any lawyers about your case, get up with Bill Smith. We're going to try to do a class action. We don't need a bunch of separate lawyers. Get up with him and let him help you. We raised $4,256 today. I think there's one or two bikers out in the crowd. I do have a 1994 FXR out there, very cherry, for $7,500. $1,000 will go to the cause. It's outside. I have nothing else. I'm gonna let Wes Brown get up here. He's got something. Him and Woody want to get up here and present something. And and we're gonna try to get this closed.
Thank you, Jimmy. I've got a couple of things. We've got a bike night, a core bike night. We meet first Thursday every month out at Brick House on 183 in Duval. We're in our second year. It's a little thing we got going on, but we did raise some money. Pastor Frank, we've got $560 raised at bike night for the fund. Betty Boop, Mary, I'm sorry, I should have called you down earlier. Well, I see people pointing, here she comes. There's a lot of stories that came out of May 17th. I've got my own. It would have been a lot different if I hadn't been held up in traffic in Belton and had gone around, come in the back way from the west side, and I was late. One of those 9 crosses on that patch, one of those 9 riders, one of us on the ground that didn't get up that day was Mohawk. On June 17th, this Texas flag flew over our state capitol. 1 month later, 1 month after May 17th. Mary, I present this to you on behalf of CORE in honor of Mohawk. Y'all heard Sergeant Barney Fife up there in Waco talk about all the gang members, shot each other. There was an independent on the ground. Mohawk on the ground, didn't get up. This certificate certifies that this flag, presented to a freedom-loving Texan by the Texas Coalition of Independent Riders, was flown at the Capitol of the sovereign state of Texas, June 17th, 2015, in honor of Mohawk. Good to see everybody out. Y'all come visit our bike night, everybody's welcome. Brick House is not one of those places. They welcome us with open arms. Yeah, it's a core bike night, but anybody's welcome. Y'all come visit first Thursday every month, Brick House, 183 in Duval. Thank y'all.
We got some certificates we're gonna give out real quick here, if y'all be patient with us.
Please.
You love Mohawk? Yeah.
All right, so we did proclamations, and we got some clubs that did do proclamations. Of course, with Twin Peaks, month of May, we kind of fell behind because of that. So when I call these clubs up, you'll come up, get these certificates of appreciation. Calaveras. Kindred Riders MC.
Yeah.
Cycle Styles. Los Caballeros. Las Paradas. Renatas Hill Country. Renatas Capital City. We have one for CORE. And this is kind of a special one. Dozer, he did the month of Waco, from Waco that month. The other thing is we do have 2 decals. One is, I am a biker, not a criminal, and Free Waco. These are $5 a piece. They're back here. All the money goes to the innocent families. Thank you.
Are we an army or what? We got our challenge coins? If we don't, let's get back there and get them. We are an army. We are a grassroots movement, the largest one in America. The U.S. Defenders and Corps. We are large. We are proud. We're going to take charge of this. And we're not going to let this keep us down. We're at a bump in the road. If we think this is the worst bump we're ever going to see, we're not Americans. Because there's a big fight ahead. This ain't shit. Look at Jade Helm. You better pay attention to your government, people. They sneaking in on us. Our Defenders program needs your help very bad back there to buy up the merchandise so we can get more patches and stuff. If you got anything, summer sizzle tickets are out. There's all kinds of things going on that we can do to help each other. Don't forget to help yourself first. Don't give till it hurts so bad you ain't got nothing at home. Don't do that. Don't make me go home feel like I took your last dime. Don't do that, brother. Don't do that, sister. If you need a dime, if you need cash today, before I put this in the bank, come see me today. Let's don't let this shit get out of hand where we lose something. Come see me. Don't swallow your pride. We're here to help. Let's close this in a prayer.
Can I say that the fund that we have for the Christian Unity Fund that's being used to help those, to this point, we've had, today, we make our deposit, we have about $20,000 that's come in. We've spent, to this point, about $9,000. Just wanted to let you know where we're at. Let's bow our heads once again. Father, I thank you that you do care. You care about all of the things. You care about our rights. You care about our life. God, that you care about our families and you think about each one of us. Your word says that you know your thoughts toward us and they're thoughts of good and not of evil. And I pray right now as we leave this place, God, that we continue to be united in everything we talk about, everything we do. And I pray, God, that you give each one a safe ride home, a safe drive home. You help us join together again, stronger than we ever were before. I pray a special blessing upon our leadership. God, I believe they're the people that you called for this time, for this hour, for such a time as this. And I pray, God, that you just continue to lead them, encourage them, and God, provide for them too. I ask all of this in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. And everybody said, Amen.
Dismissed.